The topic of our lesson is the climate of Ukraine and Great Britain. Write down the new words: temperate, maritime, mild, variable, damp, humid, average, changeable, global warming. What is climate? Climate is the long-term average of weather, typically averaged over a period of 30 years. In much of Ukraine, the climate is continental, with freezing winters and warm summers, which become progressively warmer as you move towards the south. The southern area, which overlooks the Black Sea, has a slightly milder weather in winter. The overall climate in Britain is called temperate maritime. This means that it is mild, with temperatures not much lower than 0 degrees Celsius in winter and not much higher than 32 degrees Celsius in summer. It also means that it is damp and is subject to frequent changes. The climate of Ukraine. The climate of Ukraine is determined by its geographical location. Ukraine's territory lies in the temperate belt, and its climate is temperately continental. Only the southern coast of the Crimea is subtropical. The air temperature decreases not only from north to south, but also from west to east. The characteristic features of the climate are higher summer temperatures, lower winter temperatures, and rare rainfalls. The Black and the Azov Seas have small influence on the climate, and it's felt only in coastal areas. The warmest region is nearby the Black Sea, the coldest in the northeast and in the mountains. The southern coast of Crimea is subtropical. The average yearly temperature in Ukraine varies between 5–7 degrees Celsius in the north and 11–13 degrees Celsius in the south. January is the coldest month and July is the hottest one. In general, Ukraine can be divided into 4 different climatic regions: cool snow forest climate, steppe climate, Mediterranean climate, and mountain tundra climate. Mark the sentences true or false, then listen and check. The climate of Ukraine is the same in all regions. False. The temperature decreases not only from north to south, but also from west to east. True. Summers in Ukraine are mild and humid. False. The Black and the Azov Seas have great influence on the climate. False. The warmest region is nearby the Black Sea. True. January is the driest month of the year. False. Ukraine can be divided into 4 different climatic regions. True. Now we will watch a video about factors that influence the British weather.
Our unique weather is all to do with our position on the planet. The whole of the United Kingdom just so happens to be slap bang under the place where 4 colossal air masses meet. Now, an air mass is an enormous lump of our atmosphere. At the surface, it's the same temperature and the same humidity over thousands of square miles. When different air masses meet, they fight for supremacy, and the one that wins dictates our weather. Ladies and gentlemen, let the battle commence! Imagine, if you will, that these guys are what the weather boffins call the polar air mass, invading our skies from the north, bringing freezing Arctic air, sending temperatures plummeting across the UK. But before you've had the chance to put the heating on, Here comes the tropical air mass, blazing a trail from the south, delivering warm air from places such as North Africa and the Med. And when they clash, we get a weather front. Now, there are a lot of places in the world that sit under where the tropical air mass and the polar air mass meet. But the UK is extra special because it also sits between a large ocean, that's the Atlantic to the west, and a large landmass, that's Europe and Asia, to the east. And that makes our weather even more chaotic and a bit more angry. The maritime air mass, these chaps in the blue t-shirts, suck up billions of litres of moisture from the Atlantic Ocean, then travels east to dump torrential rain on our barbecues. Finally, to the rescue comes the continental air mass, cruising across the dry land of Europe and Asia, ready to go to war with the cold, wet front, in a bid to give us a warm, sunny day. But that is not the whole story, because you've yet to meet the big daddy of British weather, the jet stream, and that can overpower all of those guys. It's a monumental wind that can fly across the sky at 250 miles an hour. Powerful and determined, if the jet stream heads north, it blocks the polar and maritime air masses. And it's party time for the tropical and continental air masses, now free to smother us in warmth and sunshine. Well, thanks to the jet stream, we enjoyed the hottest summer on record back in 2006. We had 18 weeks of uninterrupted sun. Even Northern Ireland and Scotland had a decent summer. But as you'd expect, it's not always good news. If the jet stream decides to head south, pushing back the warm, dry front, we're in for more familiar, wet and chilly conditions. And that, in a nutshell, is why we have our British weather. It's unpredictable, it's crazy, it's bonkers. But it's ours, and deep down, secretly, we love it.
Read the text about the British climate. Try to remember it. Mark the sentences true or false, then listen and check. Great Britain is situated on the islands. True. It is very cold in winter and very hot in summer. False. It rains very often in all the seasons. True. The English have 3 variants of weather. True. The driest period is from March to October. False. Sometimes the temperature rises to 28 degrees above zero in summer. False. This humid and mild climate is good for plants. True. Look at the table and answer the questions. What is the hottest month in Ukraine? What is the coldest month in Great Britain? What is the wettest month in Great Britain? Is it colder in winter in Ukraine or in Great Britain? Is it hotter in summer in Ukraine or in Great Britain? Ми використовуємо ступені порівняння прикметників, щоб порівняти предмети між собою. Ми використовуємо comparative form, щоб порівняти 2 предмети. Summer in Ukraine is warmer than in England. Ми використовуємо superlative form, щоб виділити один предмет серед інших. December is the wettest month in England. Подивися уважно на таблицю утворення comparative and superlative forms. Put the adjectives in comparative and superlative forms. Do it into your copybook and check. Nice, nicer, the nicest. Hot, hotter, the hottest. Useful, more useful, the most useful. Interesting, more interesting, the most interesting. Healthy, healthier, the healthiest. Warm, warmer, the warmest. Dangerous, more dangerous, the most dangerous. Good, better, the best. Bad, Worse, the worst. Boring, more boring, the most boring. Lucky, luckier, the luckiest. Sunny, sunnier, the sunniest. Cold, colder, the coldest. Soft, softer, the softest. Wet, wetter, the wettest. Intelligent, more intelligent, the most intelligent. Funny, funnier, the funniest. Different, more different, the most different. Now let's do a grammar quiz. Answer the questions. In what month does it often rain? In what season are the trees not only green? What colors are they? Do you often play indoors in autumn? Why? Do you like autumn? Why? What changes in nature do we have in spring? What is your favorite season? What season would you like to visit London in? Do you like British weather? Why? Why not? Look at the pictures. What is the weather like? What are the people doing? Writing. Look at the pictures. What is the weather like? Read a post. Find the matching picture. What is the post about? After you've done it, describe a perfect day. Write at least 100 words. Write about the weather and season, the state of nature, what you are doing, how you feel, and why this day is awesome. At the end of the lesson, complete the statements. I hope the lesson was useful for you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.